Some places are more than just points on a map. They are pivot points, fulcrums upon which the world turns. They don't just witness history, they actively shape it. The Strait of Hormuz is one of them, a narrow passage of water, yet so important that empires, fleets, and world powers have fought to control it for thousands of years. This is not just a strait, it is the gateway to the Persian Gulf, the irreplaceable artery of global energy, and one of the most strategic and volatile places on Earth, a place where for thousands of years, Persian empires controlled one of the world's most important routes, shaping the flow of wealth and power. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical artery of global trade, lies between southern Iran and Oman. It's the only sea passage from the Persian Gulf to the open ocean, so almost every ship leaving the region must pass through this narrow corridor. At its narrowest point, the strait is only around 33 kilometers wide. But the actual shipping lanes are even smaller, just a few kilometers wide in each direction. Every single day, millions of barrels of oil, natural gas, and strategic cargo flow through these waters. A disruption here would send immediate shockwaves through the world. It could affect fuel prices, global inflation, stock markets, and entire economies. Which means this narrow waterway quietly holds the key to a significant part of modern civilization. Thousands of years ago, in an age of myth and legend, long before many modern nations existed, the visionary Persian civilizations already understood the profound power of these waters. During the Achaemenid Empire, Persia became one of the greatest superpowers on Earth. But empires were not built only on land. The sea meant trade. The sea meant wealth. The sea connected civilizations, creating a vibrant artery of commerce. Persian ships crossed the Gulf, transporting goods between India, Mesopotamia, Africa, and beyond. Control over these southern Persian waters meant influence over one of the ancient world's most valuable trade networks. After the Achaemenids, this maritime legacy endured. The Parthians and later the Sasanian Empire continued to dominate and protect these strategic waters, ensuring the flow of prosperity. For Persia, the Gulf was never just geography. It was the lifeblood of its economy, the key to its influence, and the very definition of its power. During the Middle Ages, Hormuz became one of the richest trade centers in the region. Merchants from India, China, Africa, and Arabia arrived here carrying silk, spices, gold, and pearls. At one point, Hormuz was considered one of the wealthiest ports in the world, because whoever controlled Hormuz controlled the gateway between East and West. When Portugal entered the Indian Ocean in the 16th century, they immediately understood the value of Hormuz. This was not just another island. This was the choke point of Eastern trade. So the Portuguese occupied Hormuz and built massive fortresses overlooking the sea. They wanted control over the trade routes, the wealth, and the future of the region itself. But the Safavid Empire refused to accept foreign control over Hormuz. Under Shah Abbas, Persian forces launched a campaign to retake the island. The Portuguese were defeated. Hormuz returned to Persian control. It was more than a military victory. It was a declaration. Persia would not surrender its strategic waters. The 20th century changed everything. Oil transformed the Strait of Hormuz from a historic trade route into the beating heart of global energy. Today, a massive percentage of the world's oil exports pass through this narrow passage. Fuel prices, transportation, factories, financial markets, and even inflation can all be affected by what happens here. During the Iran-Iraq War, the world was reminded once again how dangerous this region could become. Oil tankers were attacked, naval mines threatened shipping lanes, foreign military fleets entered the Gulf. The Persian Gulf became one of the most dangerous waterways on Earth. And ever since then, every political tension in the region has sent shockwaves through global energy markets. The world may slowly move toward renewable energy, but modern civilization still depends on power, factories, transportation, artificial intelligence, global trade. Everything requires energy, And as long as energy shapes civilization, the Strait of Hormuz will remain one of the most important places on Earth. Empires rose and fell. World powers changed. But the Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's most strategic waterways, a place where, for thousands of years, Persian empires controlled one of the world's most important routes. And even today, the world still depends on it.